in Radio Line. We are at the house of the Maserado County Senator Abraham Darius.
The council.
My name is Godfrey Pereira. Stick and stay with us.
To manage the fund that we return to the county every month, in keeping with our commitment. Today we are about to return. We are about to return to the county, in keeping with our commitment, our monthly commitment to the county. The council headed by Madam Comfort Bidet Down. As you can see, council members, including with our chief of staff, Mr. Martin Kola. We've given $18,000 so far. Today we're going to give another $3,000 in keeping with our monthly commitment. For that will total so far now to $21,000. And so without much ado, we want to now write up the check. The good thing about my check, you don't bother. When you take it to the bank, it don't bounce. So we'll do a check for $3,000. So in effect, we're not taking $5,000 home. We're taking $4,900 because we run out the $2,900 to $3,000 every month and give it back to the county, in keeping with our word. Today, May 5th, my elbow dropping. What's the date today?
May 5th, 2020, Tuesday.
Okay. Madam Bida, on behalf of the office, the people of Maserado County, on behalf of my family, my wife and my children, from my salary, and in giving of my wife, I'm returning $3,000 to Maserado County through the county council that we constituted, chaired by you, with Jimmy, Secretary, Mr. Clark Toomey, and other members of the council. We're returning $3,000, representing a total of $21,000 that we have returned to the county since we started receiving our pay, in keeping with our commitment. Use it for your discretion, for the county, in keeping with the people's needs. We want to thank you, the county council, for the market that you did in Newport Street, and thank you for the progress so far on the project with the bathroom at the Matadi Mosque and other interventions that you're making with the money for the people. Thank you. When you say, you do. You are respected by your word. And that's the key reason why I call you, all of you, to my house today to return this money. We are not doing session. I don't know why. So we are not going at the Capitol building. And just because we are not going at the Capitol building, is no excuse for me not to return the money, especially when government finish paying it. So that is why I called you at my house this morning. And after this, after you make a comment, I will speak briefly to the media on other issues. Thank you.
On behalf of the county council and everybody, I want to say thank you very much. We want to say thank you because you are committed to your words. We want to say to you that the money that you are giving us, we have planned officially to do projects that will benefit the community. But as you see at this time, when the very community who want to implement these projects are hungry, starving, the council wants to make an appeal to you that at this time, we can cater to orphanages, hospitals, and other areas, the less fortunate, the disabled, that they will have something to eat. We are saying this, Senator, that when we go into this community and give them these projects, if the people die from hunger, who then benefit will benefit from the projects? So we want to make an appeal to you as council that we deem it necessary to begin to help our needed people in the county. I want to say to you that we intend going into the rural areas. We are not going to announce to the press because we know people that have more money than you will begin to run there to run camping. So we're going to keep silent, and pretty soon we will be calling them, giving them our schedule, our itinerary for the month. And then we are going to help clinics, hospitals, less fortunate. I think this money, with the other that we have, will carry us a long way. We want to say thank you, and may God richly bless you. We thank you. We don't know what to say to you, but we just continue to praise God for you, that other people will be able to benefit from what you have given us. Thank you, Mr. Senator.
Thank you, Madam Bida. You know, when you are naming the category of people you want to, your council will consider helping to feed, I didn't hear you specifically name the Zogos.
Yeah, less fortunate.
Yeah.
I refer to them.
People my family is that.
Okay.
People my family is
Senator, I don't like to refer to them as Zogos.
Well,
So I always say less fortunate. So we're going to our boys.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to make sure we feed them.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to intrude into making decisions for the council. I think this is worthy. This is a good concern that we raised to utilize some of the money on. And let's just continue to work along with Mr. Martin Kuna for accountability, because when we're putting other people to account, I will put you to account too as well. I want to thank you. Please have your seat. Okay, so want to thank you for showing up. This should not be big news. It will not make big news. It shouldn't. But we do this to tell our people that it is possible for a public official to be paid $5,000 from the president to other senior level public officials who are making more than $5,000. That we can be paid $5,000 a month and we can still serve our people. We can be paid $5,000 a month monthly, and that we can still serve our people. We will continue this up to the next election, when we will put this into a bill to submit it to our colleagues. We're doing this so people can see that it is possible, that we have demonstrated that a public official can be paid $5,000 a month and can still serve with integrity. If another person comes and reduces this amount to $4,000, $3,000, I'm prepared to get on that boat. Because service to country should not be just about the money. Service to country should be about service. Public service should be about service to people and country, and not service to pocket. And that is why we are doing this. I want to thank God for His grace and His courage upon our life. I thank my wife. I praise God for my wife for the prayers, my mother, my wife for the understanding, my children. They're not materialistic. They're created for something. They know that we can live within meager means and still be happy once somebody is happy because of us. The gospel music that says, if I can help somebody as I pass this way, then my living shall not be in vain. We want our service in public office to be to the benefit of our people in our country, so that our service will not be in vain and our living shall not be in vain. Thank you. We'll take a few questions. I think if Cloud will moderate this.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll entertain a few questions from you, members of the press. You are not many, so I mean, it's not difficult for us to recognize you. Let's proceed if you have any question.
Yeah, my name is Winston Gladden from OKFM. So I want to say thank you for living up to your campaign promises that you made in your campaign.
I'm not hearing you.
But my attention has to do with you are a stakeholder in this country. And yesterday, your government, this government that you are part of, received some medicine from Madagascar and say test. That's why the president told us this morning. When the president was requesting for a state of emergency, he wrote the letter that it took time for you to make that decision. What's the take when it coming in of that job?
I'm not a medical person. I got no take on it. I just wish Corona would just go away. I just wish we live by and obey by the protocols that are being advised by the health experts. I just wish we wash our hands, we do the social distancing, we will take all the advice as being advised by the health people. If they will help us from Madagascar, so be it. Since I am not a health person or a herbalist or a medical person, I got no opinion, I got no position. I just pray that we live through this coronavirus issue. And I just hope that we'll take common sense measures to prevent the infection or more of it. One of the ways to cure yourself of coronavirus. I hope you understand the context in which I'm speaking. One of the ways to cure yourself from coronavirus is to prevent being infected. Then you already cured. That prevention is better than cure. So I got no opinion on that.
Thank you. My name is Gospel Belikansi. I report for KMTV. Mr. Senator, are you under any pressure to do these gestures?
To give the 3,000 back every month?
Yeah.
The thing what I thought during the campaign, that somebody forced me? Chief, I was living on 200, 300 US dollars a month. Happy. First thing, you see the house? I bought the land here, 2000. The year 2000. It took 4 years for me to build my house. I moved here on the 31st of December 2004. Before we founded Liberty Party. Before CDC was founded. Before we did 2005 election, before people started knowing me in this country politically and nationally. I was already in my own home here. Married 1997. Met the woman I'm with, my wife I'm with. We met 1989. 1989 December. Since that night we met, we never parted ways. I've been living on $200-300. I put in my hand here and there. 5,000, plenty. In fact, that is 4,009. Before it comes, that every morning the people can come for it. In the afternoon to the office. And you can be there, you're the media people. And you can see the people. How much do you need? How much do you need to live? Even if I build 5 or 10 more houses, how many rooms? The houses are 3 bedrooms. How many rooms can you sleep in a room, in a house? How many rooms? So this thing is not about greed. It's not about material things. You gave. The Bible said the more you give, the more you receive. Even if you don't receive, the fact that you give, be a cheerful giver. What we're doing is to say to you, the Liberian people, that it is possible that public officials at the bracket at which we are, we can live on 5,000. If Dillion can do it for 1 year, everybody else can do it. And the way to do it is, instead of giving this money back to a council constituted by me, if 103 of us give the same amount back every month, we'll be talking about 300,000 to 400,000 every month, times about 12 in a year. That's about $4 to $5 million. We can fix JFK and all these public health facilities in the country and make it very affordable or free. Then you do the following year, the same $4 to $5 million. We can fix and upgrade Tottenham High, D12, Basel High School, all the public schools across the country with quality and make it free. These are the kind of things we want to do, and we're starting with ourselves. We're saying we want to be the example of what we're asking other people to be or to do. So that is why it is like a test case. I'm saying, I'm using myself as an example that I can live on 5,000 as a senator. And I don't want to wait. I don't want to see people coming to my house to beg me. So let me do for the people so that the things they come to beg for, we can provide it for them. The basic services, health needs, education, and other basic services. If we all put our money together and say we're putting it in a dedicated account and we're targeting particular sectors and the way the money will go, and we'll follow it to the letter, trust me, it's going to take 3 to 4, 5 years. You will see difference in the country. So that's what I'm doing. After 1 year, should the people re-elect me? Should we get a blessing of the people to be re-elected? Then we'll now do a bill to challenge our colleagues to do the thing about 5,000. And then I will be relying on that I did it 1 whole year as a senator in Monserrado County, the most populated county in the country. And I live on 5,000 with the people. And you can do it too. And I will be asking the people to challenge the lawmakers that if Dillion can do it, you can do it. Then we'll all benefit as a country and people.
My name is Gerald Coyne. I write for Front Page Africa newspaper. You're talking about convincing your colleagues to pass in a bill. Don't you think you will be taking the role of the executive that has the constitutional right
to do what?
Force, and you will be taking the role of the executive to expend resources. And then secondly, the Constitution calls for continual meeting of the legislature in the way of the state of emergency. You just announced that you are not meeting. Don't you think that is breach of the Constitution, and what are you doing to engage the pro-tem in the police so that you can live by the Constitution?
You know, sometimes, right now, I'm ashamed of being a national leader. The Liberian Senate is a mess. It's going to 3 weeks this coming Friday since we approved the state of emergency. We have not had a meeting. We have not had a session. So we can question some of the things we approve while nothing is moving. When I thought they say, oh, go tell your colleague, you're not in the Senate chat room. You're not in the Senate chat room to see what we put there. You know, day before yesterday, I did a video. And I exposed what I put in the Senate chat room on Sunday morning. And none of my colleagues besides Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence responded up to now. This morning, last night, I put in the Senate chat room that a 3-year-old baby died because of peeing from boiling water poured on him in West Point. I was in West Point yesterday with the family. The family is crying for justice. I put it in the Senate chat room last night. Nobody responded. That morning, 6:37, I woke up. Today is Senator Steve Zago's birthday. I say, happy birthday, Senator Steve Zago. The whole Senate chat room giving, extending happy birthday to Senator Steve Zago. They saw that one. They saw that one. You guys are not in the Senate chat room. You're not among senators when we're talking and pouring our hearts to our colleagues as to what is it that we can do for this country, what the people expect out of us. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I will go out of order and do it. Here's the Liberian Senate chat room. Ain't here? You see my picture here? I put it in the chat room. That I was in West Point. That morning I woke up. I said, happy birthday, Steve Zago. Ain't here? Now that morning, most of them woke up to tell Steve Zago happy birthday. Sunday morning, 5 o'clock, I woke up crying. I woke up crying about the issues in the country. And I called my colleagues' attention. Let me see here. Correct. You see here? Sunday morning, 5:44. I woke up Sunday morning with a heavy spirit. And here's what I said to my colleagues in the Senate chat room. How do we feel when all these things are happening out there to our people and we do not seem to care or take a stand? State security brutality being meted out against the people, even resulting to the death of a 3-year-old baby in West Point and leaving several citizens deeply wounded across various communities. Over 2 weeks since we approved the state of emergency, where is our oversight? Now in the Senate chat room, all the senators there, where's our oversight? All measures that we approved. No ventilators, no masks, no PPEs, gloves, and other medical supplies related to fighting the COVID-19. Hazard pay to health workers and others on the front lines fighting COVID-19. I went further. No food supply to our people, especially the ones in the vulnerable categories as spelled out in the joint resolution. Where is the free electricity and pipeline water? I went on. So, why shouldn't the people verbally beat on us in anger whenever they hear or see us receiving even monies legally due us, when it becomes apparent that we do not seem or actually do not care to be in their interest and to their benefit? Why do we suck up to the executive so much so that we cannot ask the hard questions and stamp our oversight authority to ensure the proper things are done as we authorized? Lord have mercy. I concluded. What did I do? 6 minutes after 6 Sunday morning, I put the link from Front Page Africa about the death of the 3-year-old baby in the Senate chat room to bring it to their attention. Nobody said anything. 13 minutes after 6 Sunday morning, I went back. I said I woke up this morning very troubled at heart and weeping for this country, and I am ashamed of being a part of a national leadership that seems to be very insensitive to the cries of our people out there. Where is courage? Where is our conscience? Do we have any at all? Or do we care at all? Oh God, please help. My heart bleeds. That's why I put in the Senate chat room Sunday morning. And then what did I do? Further, I put this photo in the Senate chat room of a Liberian citizen, a young boy, brutalized by state security, blood oozing all from him. I put it in the Senate chat room. None of them shook. Until Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence came and said, Dillion, I don't know why we have to keep begging to do the right thing. We have failed our people in this country, no conscience and no hope for our people. But let's not underestimate Liberians. They are not stupid. This place will be small for us one day, and we will run to the ocean and we will not get help. God will keep all of us here to get our pay. That's why Nyomri came to say in response. Since then, not one other senator responded to this. Until today, Apoye, happy birthday, Senator Zago. Every senator came in here to respond.
So Senator was shocked.
I come in, and then just now, I saw Senator Communist Wizard came and said to bring the attention of this 3-year-old kid issue in West Point. And that's how I said, I brought this thing all here since Sunday. Since Sunday, nobody said a word. And I went to West Point yesterday. I put a photo in the chat room for them to know, to see that I went to West Point yesterday to see with the family. So you see, we have problem. We have problem. The Senate going to 3 weeks in a state of emergency and not even acting. I'm talking about being real, but we're not even acting like we're in a state of emergency. The Constitution says we should be in session. We should be asking the question. We approve a state of emergency. We approve measures. And in that joint resolution, we remain seized of the measures we approve because we can amend them along the way and we have oversight authority along the way. We need to be asking questions. What happened to the people's food? What happened to the electricity? What happened to water? What happened? What's going on? We need to ask these questions. You can't ask a question when there's no plenary, when there's no session. And one senator can call session when he's not in leadership or he's not a pro tem. But then we'll all take the blame. That's the problem. So sometimes you let it out to the public and let the people know what's really happening. And even in their class, so that they can know what to do or what not to do. And I'm sorry I took too long answering this question, but I needed to do it.
I was trying to ask you, what are you saying? Sensitive to the class of ordinary Liberians for which they claim they are represented at the level of the legislature?
They were sensitive. All the beating our people getting, all the brutality against them. Have you heard a word from the Senate as an institution? No. The 3-year-old baby that died in West Point as a result of police pouring or splashing boiling water on a 3-year-old baby. And that baby died out of pain and agony from that act. Have you heard a word from the Liberian Senate as an institution? No. Senate will pass a resolution. No rice, no water, no light, nothing. Have you heard a word from the Liberian Senate? No. As an institution? No. It's troubling.
Okay. We'll take 2 more questions, starting with you. Just wait for your pass.
Yes, Senator. My name is Anthony J. Pham, and I report for the Honorable News Report. The last time you were heard talking about some $200,000 United States dollars from the resolution approved, is signed by your colleagues, the Mosarada County Legislative Caucus, to aid in the fight against the coronavirus. How far are we with that? And secondly, you were most senators that approved the joint resolution for the state of emergency. Is the state of emergency making impact in the fight against this virus?
Well, the infection, is not going down. There are more people that are declared to have been infected, especially since we declared a state of emergency. More deaths. There's some good news that some people are being released. I think about 59 persons have been cleared, and cured to go home. Whether they were infected and cured, or whether they were suspected of being infected and proved later not to be, it's all left with the health people. But because we don't know what we're doing. We have clearly demonstrated to not knowing what we're doing. As a government, to 3 branches, especially the executive and the legislature. The president asked us to approve a state of emergency. We do so. The health plan. We have a health plan to fight this coronavirus disease. There's money available. There's money available through the World Bank funding to buy ventilators, PPEs, gloves, to pay health workers health hazard, to buy all related medical supplies. The money is available. The World Bank have asked the government through the executive for a procurement plan proposal. The government is pussyfooting to get that done through the executive. But if we had not signed that resolution, today the executive branch will be making all the propaganda against the legislature that we have failed to sign the resolution. That is why no ventilator, that is why no PPEs, that is why no mask or no gloves. But we signed that resolution and within the constitutional time frame and authorized the president to take advantage of the World Bank money. What is the delay? Because the executive is pussyfooting and very slow on presenting a procurement proposal for our international partners who are insisting that they want to do these procurements in keeping with best practices. And of course, you know, we generally as a government, we don't like anything best practice. So the people are suffering because of the executive. But if we were still scrutinizing that document, we would have been taking a shot today to say we are the reason why somebody didn't get rights yet. But the Liberian people will approve the president to give their rights. When we ask these hard questions, what happened? They say, oh, don't politicize that thing. When you call your colleagues and say, gentlemen, why are we not going to session so that we can exercise our oversight responsibility? Or that one can be talking that you're looking for a campaign. I'm not looking for a campaign. And people say you're doing it here for a campaign. Okay, fine, I agree. Who is a politician will take a political office, an elective office, may likely go for re-election, and they expect he will not do nothing so that they can use it not doing anything not to elect him. I don't understand anything. Oh, he's doing all the things to be re-elected. If what I'm doing can re-elect me, why don't you do the same so it can be better? Why don't we just do it together for the people so it can be better? Then they just re-elect all of us to continue doing the good.
Yes, and on the issue of the 200,000 from the Mosurada County account, which the resolution was signed by some of your colleagues,
Yeah.
you said you refused. And just to that, another thing, I want you to also comment on the issue of the China Union money to lawmakers.
Yeah, the 200,000 to be withdrawn from the Mosurada County Development Fund, the account. There's a resolution by the Mosurada Legislative Caucus, which I believe all members of the caucus have signed. I refuse to sign because I wanted to be clear that we lawmakers should not take money from the county caucus, from the county account for us to go fight coronavirus disease. If we expressly put in the resolution that we will join that money to ensure that we give it through the channel to get the county health team to take advantage of that money and account back to us, I will sign a resolution. Anything short of that, if they withdraw that money, 200,000, and each lawmaker from Mosurada County take a share, I will let the public know. But I refuse to sign that resolution on grounds that it didn't make sense to me for us to withdraw 200,000 from the county account for us lawmakers to do the supervision of that money in terms of expenditure. I don't want to be part of that.
Okay, well,
And the China Union issue, before I became senator, China Union money, each lawmaker of Mosurada County received $20,000 US. The $20,000 allotted to my office, all the lawmakers, including the chairman of the caucus of Mosurada County, Thomas Fada, every time I call him, he runs away from me. I have asked Akawas Gray, they run away from me. I've asked Dixon Sibo, all of them running away from me. I asked Sir Joseph, he sent me to the county caucus chair, Thomas Fada. All the lawmakers I've asked, they say go to Thomas Fada. So that 20,000 allotted to my office for this county, through the office of the superintendent, The reason I'm not putting it now is because we are at coronavirus issue, and by the time you start to raise the issue, they will say, don't politicize the fight. But the China Union money, it had nothing to do with coronavirus. It's for the people of this country. It was only allotted to my office, and they will account for that money. And not only account for my money, but the lawmakers of Montserrat County, all of us supposed to account to our people. So, Carlos Gray will account for the 20,000 in his district, and he should not. I hope none of them carrying the money in their name, because of government money for the people. It was only allotted so that each office, each district office, will have some community initiative through the people, for the people, supervised by the lawmaker. That is how they did that China Union money before I became senator. And they run it away from me for the portion that belonged to my office. Trust me, they will account for it.
How do you intend to make them account for it?
Just wait, let us survive coronavirus. You see.
Okay, we'll take one question from you, that will come to. He will be the last question from you, will come to.
Okay, my name is Richard Father, report from Google Radio. Senator, I'm concerned about your disappointment in your colleagues, talking about several issues that they are ignoring that you try to bring to their attention. Now, there are many of you who should be going out for re-election in this year, that is after the coronavirus. Are you concerned on conscious thousand Liberians on how they should go about in terms of the next decision making?
Oh, trust me. Let election campaign open. You'll see.
Last question.
Yeah. So, I see you express serious disappointment in the manner in which your colleagues have approached this entire state of emergency issue. Do you, to a certain extent, regret signing on to the state of emergency?
No, no. I don't regret it at all.
Too quickly, the government of Liberia just recently received, on the time yesterday,
You just come in with other questions already.
Okay.
You can't tell you want to raise some.
So you can make a
Yeah, class.
comment.
One, I beg you. Thank you. Bossman, I don't regret signing the state of emergency joint resolution. It was important. It still is important. It's just that unfortunately, we who are supposed to exercise oversight over the executive to ensure that what we approve are enforced, those things we approve are enforced or implemented. The executive will not probably do anything if we do not stamp our authority, our oversight authority. Our oversight authorities should not just be talking. You see, we don't have executive authority. Executive authority is vested in one person, the president. We have legislative authority, and the power of the legislature is vested in plenty people that must act before something happens. And if the plenty people decide that they will not act, the few people who want action can only speak to those issues, expose those issues, and prevail on the public, hoping that public pressure will bear to come on their colleagues for us to do the right thing. And these are some of the reasons why you can see. And when we're doing this thing, it doesn't mean that we're trying to portray ourselves to be the angel or the saint. We are far from being saint, but at least our human heart and spirit tell us we must try as much to do what is right within our means. And where it stops, so be it. We can't continue to be like this. We can't continue to serve our people like this. The whole country confused. The whole country confused. What the rest? Yeah, you were on your radio station and your talk show. The senator then wasting time. We had within 72 hours to look at that document and put it in perspective. But you open your lines to the public. The senator then wasting time. They supposed to get a free food that 3 weeks since we signed it. What a walk up. What a free lie. I said it. Even from my quote-unquote third grade level, I knew that it's not possible for LEC to give you free current. Because LEC, I hope I'm wrong, LEC does not have the technology, the software to give you free current. When your money finishes in your meter, LEC does not have the software to stay at the office and credit your meter like Lone Star or Orange can say we're giving everybody $5 that on our network. They just stay on their software in their office and credit everybody full. LEC doesn't have it. When your money finished from your meter, current gone for you. But even at that, LEC get a capacity to give free light. You see my meter that on? I put my appliances on according to how I want my credit to run. If LEC has the capacity to get free current through the meter, another thing will happen. We'll be in darkness sooner. They have it free. Like, you know what? Everybody will put all the appliances on, and it will overwhelm the capacity of the transformer. One transformer is 30 to 40,000. When your transformer burn your community, it can take at least 3 years before they bring it. It will try to get free current. We were suggesting, instead of doing a free current thing, which is not possible, and it was just political breeze so that the president can look good. Instead of doing free current, which does not seem likely, why don't we reduce the kilowatt per hour charge from 39 cents to 10 cents per kilowatt hour during this period? How many percentage of Liberians have LEC in their homes? Why don't we look at the telecom system, the cell phone companies, and let's talk about restoring the 3 days opportunity to our people during this period, and after that, we can return to it. These are some of the things we're talking about. But when you talk it, they say a man looking for notice and relevance. Over 100,000 people got up in the morning to go vote for me on July 29, 2019. The highest vote gotten in a special election in Monterey County in a very long time. And somebody say he's talking to look for relevance. I got vote more than Senator Weir when he became Senator 2014. Over 3,000 to 4,000 votes more. And he said looking for relevance for talking for the people. Thank you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen of the, is there a lady here? Yes. Gentlemen of the press, we want to say thank you for coming. I'm Sheridan. You want to say something? I think you spoke earlier.
Yes, I did. I just want to add on to what the senator have said. I think if our representatives and senators begin to understand our plight as citizens of this nation, the kind of problems that they have, they won't. Because what I realized from what the senator spoke just now is that when you begin to allocate your money to the right places, you won't have a lot of people to support. When you begin to allocate your money to the right places, you won't have a lot of people to support. In essence, you won't have a lot of people to pay a hospital bill, pay school fees, have people weddings. You will have that money used in the right place. Okay. I hope they think about it and we work towards that.
Thank you. At this juncture, we will draw this media interaction.
So, folks, there you have it. Thanks for staying with us. This is KMTV, your number one online TV station. My name is Godfrey Bedukansa. Thanks to Ronald Pig Jackson, Josiah Weir, and Emmanuel Joe Jalani. My name is Godfrey Bedukansa. Bye bye for now.